Hello, Sophie.
Hello, Kevin.
How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well today. How about you?
I'm doing really well, thank you. So, Sophie, do you know, have you ever seen on Tumblr, like, the giant list of questions that sometimes have, like, a number associated with them?
I see them all the time. I try to get people to ask me questions, and they never do.
Well, I have a list of those questions on my laptop right here, and you have a number generator. So, we're gonna randomly ask each other questions.
Sounds good to me. 42.
42!
It's the answer to life, the universe, and everything.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Right? Am I correct on that?
Yes,
okay, good.
Yes, you are.
Do you like meeting new people?
Oh, I really like meeting new people. Sometimes if it's like really unexpected, like I like to have a little bit of warning if I'm gonna like talk to a stranger. But I do like getting to know new people because there's always something new to talk about. How about you? Do you like meeting new people?
I do. I'm really nervous when I meet new people, just because I want them to think of me as an interesting individual. So I'm usually really nervous when that happens. But I mean, usually I hang out for a bit, usually due to like shared, like mutual interests.
Yeah.
But I mean, once I get to know people, yeah, I'm usually fine with meeting new people.
Yeah, and I mean, meeting new people is how you make new friends, and that's a good thing.
And we love new friends.
Yes, and old friends.
This is also true. We're old friends. What is wrong with you right now?
Oh, what is wrong with me right now? I don't know. What's wrong with you right now?
What's wrong with me? Oh gosh.
What's wrong with you, Kevin?
I have a lot going on right now, and it's keeping me from doing things that I enjoy, especially over the summer and adulthood, impending doom of adulthood. And that makes me sad that I can't do some things that I want with people that I really like. But I mean, I'm doing this, so it's not all bad.
I slept in too late today. I said an alarm and everything, and I slept in anyway. I just saw a bee. That's also wrong with me. I saw a bee.
Bees are evil.
I mean,
we don't like dumb bees.
I mean, they do good things for like nature and stuff, but they not personally.
We like bees, just not when they're around
not individuals. Number one.
Oh, the first question. The question shall end all questions. Okay, before I ask this question, I feel like I want to tell a story about this just because, I don't know if it's funny to the vlog or anything like that, but I was talking with a friend of mine and we were talking about like what would happen if they were murdered, like would their name be on the news and things like that? Would they want their name to be on the news and things like that? And anyway, he said like, I don't want them to put them on the news, but I want them to consider it. And he said the specific words, the question should be asked. And then me and other friends that were really obsessed with Doctor Who, like gradually, and the silence will fall when the question is asked. And we all got really excited because we all thought the same thing. It was really nerdy. Anyway, question one. Tell me the truth. What made you start liking the person you like right now?
Can I be obnoxious and say define like?
I'm assuming the question is it has a romantic intent.
I know, I'm being obnoxious.
That's fine. I'm returning with your obnoxious with legitimacy.
Well, I don't think it's any really one specific thing when I start to like a person. This person is a person who, I don't want to be super specific, but there was a thing that happened in class and someone made it was a writing class and someone made a reference in their piece that really, it kind of upset me. And then I let this person know, because they were sitting next to me, that I was feeling kind of bad about it. And then, they said something reassuring, and so that was okay. But then, like, an hour later, after class was done, they asked me again if I was okay. And that was a really good thing, that they were checking in. So
it's the sentiment of them caring.
Yeah, a caring person. I like caring people.
It's a very of all the things to like a person for, it's a very good thing to like a person for. For me, I think it's a shared interest is what is the initialness. But
it should be a word if it isn't a word.
Yeah, but to further that, I mean, I feel like it was just kind of along your lines of the sentiment or the sentiment of caring. The way how she cared for me, my person, my feelings, and I mean, she cared about me, and that's what I care about her in the same way. Sorry, that was super sappy.
Yeah, but romance is sappy.
What's something you're not looking forward to?
Oh dear.
I have an exam next week. That's what I'm not looking forward to. I'm doing the two stereotypically college things to do over the summer: work and classes.
I could say I'm not looking forward to missing out on seeing my brother do drum corps tonight, because I have a rehearsal. I'm not looking forward to not doing a specific thing.
Kiss on the first date?
Probably not.
No. Like, make him wait for it. Or her. Or whatever. Or them. Make them wait for it. That's good, yeah. Did you have a dream last night?
I did. I walked into this back room and there was a little tiny puppy running around, but for some reason I reacted to it like it was a squirrel that had gotten into my house or something, and I just opened the door so it would run out again, and I saw it go through the fence into another person's yard, and I just sort of like, then I called to like the other person who was in the house with me, just like, was I supposed to do that? I mean, was that your dog? And it was like, nah, it's the neighbor's dog, it's okay.
Once in a while I get dreams where it's like, where like I dream it and then like it could be years later, but then it actually happens.
Uh-huh.
So I wonder if that's actually going to be something that actually happens to you.
Will a puppy get into my house?
We'll find out. That'd be an interesting video of it, like, oh, it happens. So
I have a puppy.
I did have one dream that I do remember. The Pope came around where I live, and his entire detail, like the people that are with him, just abandoned him.
Oh no!
So I was like, the Pope like assigned me, and I was like an honorary guard of the Pope or something, and I was like, I had to wait with him on a curb for like a bus or something. It was really weird and interesting, but like, hey, I got to be with Pope Francis in my dream, so I was cool with that. If you could receive $60 right now without reason, what would you spend it on?
What would you spend it on?
I probably wouldn't spend it, I'd probably save it. I know that's a boring answer. If I had to spend it on something, it would probably be one of the video games that I like that's probably coming out recently. Are you seriously happy with where you are in life?
Yes.
I'm content. Content's a word that I like a lot. Do I want to be in this moment of my life for the rest of my life? No, I think I have a long way to go in my life, as probably you.
Yeah.
I'm happy with where I'm at. I'm not satisfied. I want to do more with my life.
I feel like I don't want to, I don't want to be a college student forever. I don't want to be, living with my parents forever.
A lifetime of debt.
The past like 5 years of my life or so, it's just every year has been better than the last year.
Are you a patient person?
Sometimes. It depends what I'm having to wait for. If I'm having to wait to go to the bathroom, no. If I'm having to wait for like, I don't know, my birthday, yes. Because, it only comes at this certain time of year.
Because
I can't hurry it along.
We are restricted by the laws of time. Mm-hmm. We have to wait for our birthdays. I'm really impatient if it's something that if I'm waiting for something that I expected to happen a long time ago, but it still hasn't happened. Mm-hmm. Like if something is late, I'm impatient. And then most other cases, I'm usually pretty patient just because there's not a whole lot I can do elsewhere otherwise. Sophie, thank you for doing questions with me.
My pleasure, Kevin.
I've had a great time, and we've learned things about each other and about life.
Yay!
Sophie, have a great rest of your day.
You too.
One quick thing before I end this video. What you just saw was only half of the video. The other half is on Sophie's channel, and there's a link to it in the description.